There are more sophisticated ways to hang this shelf, and those exist for a reason. A couple of reasons actually. Here is number one, which in my opinion isn't really a problem if you do regular bookshelf stuff, like storing books, but I'll show you a couple of ways to deal with it. The second one is a little bigger problem. If your wall is made out of bricks or concrete or anything that needs a hammer drill to make a hole in, then it will be really hard to drill the holes precisely and perfectly aligned. And also you don't have any way to correct. If you have a dry wall, however, you don't have any of these problems. Just attach your shelves directly to the frame and not the panels and you'll be fine. Okay, let's finally start doing something. I'm staking up the shelves. To get a plane, I will be drilling my holes perpendicular to. These are just pieces of beech, 20 mm thick, which is the most common hardwood here. The shop I was buying it from cut it to the sizes I needed. It doesn't really cost a lot. I'm leaning my drill bit onto a straight edge to get the right angle. This isn't the most comfortable way to drill a hole, but it works. You should better use a special jig for this if you have one or want to buy one. But if you don't, you can do it like this, it works. The drill diameter must match the diameter of your screws. I've tried using a smaller drill bit so the shelves sit tighter. With one shelf I've spent a lot of time hammering it onto the screws, and the second one just cracked, so it's not a good idea. I'm finding places for screws with a tape measure and then mark those with a pencil. It's really important to also punch the hole so your drill bit doesn't slide around a lot when you start. Precise drilling is the key to your shelf's alignment. The hole's positioning determines your left to right alignment. Make sure to drill a pilot hole with smaller diameter. I've skipped this step and now one of my shelves is tilted a little bit. If you are touching to wood, it's really easy to nail proper alignment. With a brick wall, it's a little bit hard to get positioned properly, but it's totally doable. I aligned my drill bit the same way I aligned it when I was drilling the shelves. When attaching to wood, this worked perfectly, but when attaching to concrete, it was kinda okay, I guess, for a DIY project. Like, not really perfect, but you don't notice it. Now let's talk about screws. I've tried 4 different approaches on my 3 sets of shelves, and by far my number one choice are these screws. These have a thread for wood on one side and metal thread on another, and these don't have any cap. Choice number 2 are just regular screws, like whatever you can find, and there are 2 options. You can drill a hole through all the shelf and just screw it to the wall. Looks nice. I really like this look. But also you can just screw them into the wall and then cut off the heads. It will take some more time. So it's better to use the first screws if you can find where to wire. I've paired those up with a vinyl sleeve, which has one problem. It's designed to sit tight deep inside, but not near the exit. So if I was doing more shelves now, I would use wooden pegs instead. Also, if you use wooden pegs, you can correct positioning a little bit if you didn't nail it while drilling the hole. Now, the optimal thickness of screw is about 8 mm. You can get away with 6 easily, 10 is really an overkill. And option number 3 is using this sort of hanger bolts. These sit really tight, but are pain to install. Now I'm screwing in those hanger bolts, and these have a sleeve that consists of 2 parts. I don't think it was designed to be used the way I use this. So I'm pushing one part of the sleeve under another with the nut, and it gives a really tight fit. But I've spent so much time screwing it in that I don't think it's worth it. It's better to use a regular screw with a Torx head. So remember, I was doing vertical alignment with a straight edge and didn't do anything about horizontal alignment. So what it gives me is that now I have to spend a lot of effort hammering down the shelf, but it will sit really tight without any glue or anything else.